Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit off my game right now.
You're off your game.
I'm tilted because we have a scoreboard for the best of 11 series, but Blake just drew the world's most janky, uneven, bent, curvy line. It was
Here's
that is
something,
not straight.
here's something I prepared earlier. Well, and by earlier I mean 10 seconds ago. It's fine, man. People get it. Size's side, Herb's side. It will be a series. We're casting a best of 11.
I just think that since this is now a business, we got to work on our presentation, Blake. And when you draw lines like that, it doesn't look well.
Bro, set up some fucking company guidelines or something, bro. Because like I can swear at a cast. Where are my company guidelines to say that I can't? That's what I really need to know, man. You need to draw up some legislation. Otherwise, I do what I want.
Well, today we have a best of 11 series. This is going to be I believe it was $35 bet between Herb and Size, which is pretty cool to see. So, Size is going to be the nuke for the start of this game. We actually missed who Herb was because we were too busy just looking in disapproval.
Beaming my scoreboard.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly rude, and I was not a big fan of it. Yes. Need more distinguishing marks. 0R 1.4. Where it at? We just don't know. We are not sure.
So interesting from Size not going for the double War Factory play, which is often what you see from China nuke, especially against the USA, where GAT spam can be very effective for harassing your opponent. Going for a more defensive playstyle, having bunkers on the left and the right side. They're currently empty though. Tank busters all going through the middle. Tank hunters rather, going to the middle of the map. Tank busters are red alert 3. The Empire.
The more you know.
There you go. They bust tanks. Apparently.
Yes. So, it looks more like a China Inf opener.
Yeah,
War
it
Factory,
does.
barracks.
Except for Battle Masters.
Yeah, except for Battle Masters and where those minigunners at. That's probably the main difference here. But Size has asserted himself across the middle of the map and has actually snuck through a outpost here. Probably will be shut down.
I don't know about being snuck through because Humvee's already there in position, so it won't achieve too much. Good reaction there by Herb. Oh, that was empty. It was a scout post.
Must be
just
inside
seeing
the.
There's one. Oh yeah, look. So the outpost, it delivered one RPG for the bunker, and then the other RPG for the neutral bunker. So very, very slow game so far, but now Herb has 3 Humvees and an Ambo.
Yeah, I mean it's garrison wars here, machine. Herb can try and push across this. I'm surprised Size didn't try and take the engagement with the Battle Masters and really caught them with the...
Oh, wow. The nuke Battlemaster barely survives that one. Good calculation by Size. Has a troop caller as well. Good front line. Soak up a lot of the damage. But good kiting as well here from Herb. Hasn't really lost anything. Nuke Battlemasters on their own aren't going to trade against Humvees. You need to flank them to get that detonation off.
Yeah, and really good play from Size as well. When he realizes the nuke Battlemaster suicide isn't going to work, he backs off with it, keeps it alive, make sure he takes it back to the War Factory to repair.
Meanwhile, one of the RPGs in the garrison was firing at the Humvee the entire time, and he loses that. And also, Size is capping the oil derrick behind this, so losing a lot of units, but he is trading well.
Is trading well, exactly, machine. And Red Guard are a great deterrent for Humvees. They certainly can't take a straight up engagement. They really do have to kite and individually take down each of the Red Guard, which takes time.
Also good at clearing garrisons too. There are of course Humvees gunning them down, but on their own they take them down very quickly.
Oh, that garrison is so low.
However, behind this, Herb must be going for his strat center. Yeah, look at that strat center and an EMP Patriot on the left, and the right side too. So both of our players going a little bit defensive. So obviously super weapon general then in that case.
Yes. That would be a safe assumption, machine. I wouldn't be mad if you said that. And this bunker's going to be taken down. Not enough units inside
only
of it.
one RPG. Well, there's more tank hunters on the field, so he should be able to repel this. Vet 2 Humvee probably will survive this. Oh. Because the Ambo heal comboed with the Vet 2 heal is pretty high healing. Unless this bunker gets a couple of shots off.
Nah, it's already repaired. It's almost up to full health.
Full health now.
It's without a repair drone as well, so...
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that, a repair drone on a Vet 2 Humvee with the Ambo.
And then you pop the global repair on it as well and just... That might be a little bit
Well,
of
Goblin
overkill.
repair's instant.
It is,
But
yeah.
it would certainly be a great way of repairing Humvee. and you have an ally that has a propaganda center.
Yeah. Look at all these tow missiles that are being fired.
What?
I nailed it. I said tow. Why are you not
Yeah, but you
high-fiving me right
sounded so
now?
miserable when you said
What?
it.
No, I was being super obvious and just making sure I got it down packed, and I did. I expected a high five. I didn't receive one. Just like how that tank hunter didn't receive a horde bonus because his friends ran inside of the
Sorry,
bunker.
bro, you're not invited.
Yeah, sorry,
That
no
guy's
horde bonus for you, mate.
Gonna have some mental health issues now. Oh well, Burton's gonna be doing some good work here. Can take out that bunker. Should be able to outrange the Red Guard, I would say, and just gun it down.
See if that happens.
Actually, maybe not though. No, because
Just
Red
demo
Guard,
it.
anything when you're inside of a building, you get extra range.
No swag knife from Burton.
So he may die here. Wow, not well calculated at all. And it was a remote one, I believe, unless it didn't complete. It wasn't a time, so loses that Burton for no reason.
Yeah, the animation also includes the little bit where Burton walks away from the structure.
Right, yeah. So maybe it didn't finish. Maybe it was a timed, but yeah, loses that one. And it's going to be a double or Derek Cap. Size obviously lost this one to those Humvees, but still getting that cash bounty. Had it alive for a little bit. Firebase in the middle and two firebases. I mean, this seems familiar, but I can assure you we haven't casted this game before.
No, we haven't. Firebase is not a bad idea. Especially considering the Troop Crawler heavy playstyle.
Wow,
and
Alpha Aurora.
Next level. Yeah, the Troop Crawler heavy playstyle means firebases are fantastic. Solid V-kiting here as well.
So this is actually a pretty good spot to be in. Alpha
Wow,
Auroras.
3 Alpha Auroras. It's a huge investment, but it's really going to pay off.
That being said though, Size is double mining off the middle. So as long as there's enough gats nearby, Size can probably just out spam this. But then at the same time, how does he push through? A particle cannon's being built, very cheap particle cannon. Size, he's the nuke, so he will have access to the Inferno cannons, which are going to be great at just punishing the base defenses.
Yeah, still very old school USA super weapon play, heading towards Alpha Auroras, particle cannons, and
As opposed to the only other strategy of just spamming Humvees.
well, yeah.
So your options are quite limited.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see it work. And I think part of the reason is Herb, or rather Size, went a very defensive playstyle against a super weapon general that also went to defensive playstyle. I don't really need to see what the idea behind that was. Because now Herb's going to have Alpha Auroras, Humvees, Burton, and a particle cannon. Oh, pushing through the left side here. Not that many. Oh, but look at that. The Helix sneaks through. The EMP Patriot was powered down, I think, by the particle cannon running out of power. And the Dozer gets sniped down by the Helix going for the power plant as well. Alpha Auroras can't attack air units. One of them gets destroyed on the return flight. It's going to lose all these Auroras.
All the Auroras go down, both dozers go down, there's no power, the particle output cannon will never be up for this game.
Oh my god,
the
that is
turnaround.
That is why you make sure you have spare power. Obviously just not calculating that, built the particle cannon, didn't think too much of it, power went down and...
that tank gunner isn't dead, machine. I was
You won't
trying to
get it,
kite
though.
away, no, it's not gonna
Look
do
how
enough.
much damage it does.
Ready?
Wow, so much damage.
Such TNT. Many damage.
A very successful attack. At the same time though, both of those supplies went down and Size has lost a lot to those Auroras. And the Auroras can just get rebuilt. Getting the Auroras, it's a big commitment, but rebuilding them isn't that expensive.
Losing the airfield could have been the end of the game there for Herb. With no dozers on the field, no access to that particle cannon, I would have just been stuck on V and ammo production, which isn't terrible, but it also isn't Alpha Auroras.
At the same time, the Humvees are vetted, they're doing some pretty good damage.
This is a game-ending army at this stage of the game, machine. War Factory goes down, power's going to go down. Size has bunkers, but they're not in the right position.
Another Helix, however.
Okay.
And there's going to be mining at the left supply, another Helix,
Alright.
so perhaps not.
So the Helix is moving in. So if the Helix takes down the ideal target Airfield first. Fantastic. Next target should be the airfield here. Should definitely go for the airfield. Stop the Alpha Royal production. Fantastic. And then take out the war factory, and all of a sudden, where's Herbert's production at,
There's
yo?
tow missiles. Damn, I did it too. There's tow missiles on these Humvees, so they're going to be really great counters to these Helix. He has to evac. You can't retreat from that. Evac's down. The splash damage gets all those tank hunters too. So the Helixes, you have to commit to the Humvees, unless the Humvees are being zoned away by something else. So maybe going for MiGs. MiGs would be a great way to deal with these Humvees. And let's see how aggressive Herb gets here. We even have long distance mining too. Wow, look at this.
Right, so if we look inside Herb's base right now, look inside Herb's base, he has these, he needs to cancel these. These structures need to be cancelled. He needs the refund on those. They can't be built anymore. The dozers are down. You can't use a general's power to drop in a dozer. Unfortunately, that's not a thing.
Herb has a lot of cash though, and it just means the more buildings he has, the harder it is for Herb to lose the game.
I suppose that is true.
And until he runs out of cash, and he's still mining,
yeah.
so it doesn't really matter.
That's a fair
He's on low power mode too, so he can't really produce that effectively. So here we go. The Humvees are pushing into for the kill. There is actually one bunker there. Not sure how much this. Oh, the mines! Ouch! Only one Humvee's killed there. These other two Humvees are so weak, however, and the bunker's empty. One of those helixes is full of the RPGs. It doesn't have full health though. Maybe he'll swap over the RPGs to the full health helix.
Alternatively, go for a propaganda upgrade on the other helix.
Probably.
Is one of the two.
Yeah,
Okay, he goes with propaganda. Certainly was a one of two option there. The reproduction is still going. They are no longer full of Rangers. However, Herb is the cash to throw
the helix
around.
is going to get the kill on that Humvee there. Only kills the bunker helix, and it will be the propaganda helix as well. Size GG's. That was sad. It seemed this particle cannon, and it didn't get a single second down because of course the low power mode and all the dozers were sniped. So the particle cannon that could. Yeah, what a great start to this series. That was a very close game, and Herb is one up now.
He is.
And that game was definitely going to go in favor of Herb. He had that late game camp, but he ran out of power, and the Helix went in and just killed everything. That was epic.
It was pretty great. If the war factory went down, maybe Herb maybe Size turns that.
Yeah. But even then, he didn't produce that much. It was the vetted Humvees that did all the work.
Yeah, that is true.
I think what the other Humvees, they were denying mining on the long distance mining. But anyway, we will go to our second match now. So we will see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the match-up switch. Welcome to game number 2 for this series between Herb and Size. Our man Herb currently one up in the series. Sorry, Size. Size is currently... Wait, no,
Herb
right.
is.
Herb is one up in the series.
Man,
I'm now confusing myself.
We're already one game in,
Yeah.
and
I had to check my scoreboard.
Blake's a little bit confused by his scoreboard. That's fine.
I worked it out though. It's all sorted. Don't even worry. Don't have kittens. It'll all be fine. Herb.
What was this
will
about
be
kittens?
Spawning in as our trying to nuke the expression. Don't have kittens.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Don't have kittens. Like my mother was like having kittens when I was out partying with the boys. Or
Right.
something.
I think
Yeah.
CNC HD would disapprove of this very much because he likes cats. I can confirm this because I've been in his house. he only has one cat called Pedro, but he has cat stuff everywhere, like little like toys and. I don't know, it's kind of like a shrine
Shrine to cats.
to cats. He's a little bit Egyptian in that sense. But anyway, here we are. I mean, all I have in my room is the Company of Heroes things.
Company Heroes. Yeah,
Red Alert
Command
3.
and Conquer stuff as well. Red Alert 3 stuff. So
I don't know if I've actually shown anyone that.
A distinct.
There's
probably
all
have.
the Red Alert,
Yeah.
Red Alert posters.
Also, a distinct lack of.
Oh crap! Now I just realized that
textures.
the webcam positioning is going to be a little bit off now.
Wow.
I didn't think about that. Oh, that's whatever. If we are misaligned, then I apologize.
We'll try to lean
deal
in
with
and
it.
out of the camera as much as possible. So Herb, I mean, similar kind of stuff, throwing down some bunkers, putting some tank hunters inside the bunkers. Really does seem like a good opener for China when you have no scouting and you're not sure what's coming.
Herb's doing the same thing.
Cover.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. The bunker play style. It was the emotions of curiosity overcame me. That once again playing for the very defensive playstyle against a super weapon general. So, maybe there's some kind of strat that I'm not aware of here. Is he gonna let this get in? No, he gets slowed down by the damage. Almost got in too. So
when you have a large tank shell sticking out of your leg, it generally slows your approach to garrisons.
Or when you have nuclear radiation on the ground and your feet melt.
And if you had some good shoes, it wouldn't really be a problem. So should hit up the GLA workers and find out how they got theirs. Fairly decent infantry blob here.
I would argue that he should not do
Not
that.
go to the GLA
and
workers,
instead he should go to the USA Strat Center and inquire about their radiation suits.
Okay.
Because radiation suits are a bit more effective than the worker shoes.
I mean, Sand was a pretty great, man. Sand was a pretty great.
A lot of infantry here. Let's see if Size goes for his flashbangs.
Such a big annoyance. You've got to, I think, Machine. It's just such an annoyance having to constantly babysit your Vs because you have to keep them at max range against these these Red Guard.
There's a lot of infantry here. Too many for this Humvee army to deal with. And this is similar to last game, but on a much larger scale.
Flashbangs are no, it shouldn't be building ranges. Oh, he has flashbangs already. Okay, yeah. Right. Flashbang should be the first port of call because assuming this army takes out a building, you get free ranges. So you've got to make sure they have the flashbang upgrade ready to go when the building's
free range is so OP, man.
Huh?
Free range is OP.
Yeah, free range is OP, yeah. Where are my free minigunners
Let's
at?
see.
That's what I want to know.
Red Guard collapsing in. The range is going to be great, but there's not really enough of them. It needs to get more out on the field. Humvee going to be flanking up the side. Gat was looking for the Chinook, but it was denied there. Good play by Size so far.
Tank Hunters are going to be zoning away these Vs, and we could see the main...
Oh, the Crushers? Oh,
potentially.
No. I thought he was going to
He should
commit
just try
to
and
that.
snipe it down.
The Tank Hunters were a little bit out of position there, but going for the power plant, so this push is working well.
Certainly is, and Herb will probably be going for something behind this. Yeah, given he's backing away here, just too many flashbangs, it's not worth it. Yeah, going for a third supply here, Machine.
And a propaganda center is already completed too, but now there's too many flashbangs to this infantry army to deal with. The thing is, the Humvees can easily outspeed the infantry, can chase them down, so that's why he used the troop crawler for the tank hunters. So that was really good play. They're keeping it alive. Otherwise, all of these tank hunters probably would have just been gunned down on retreat.
Yeah, tank hunters are obviously more expensive as well. They do not come out in twos, so saving all of those, really cost-efficient play there from Herb. Hopefully we'll see, he does have some garrison control, but a little bit more would be nice to defend this third supply.
Yeah. We have a Overlord here, probably going to go for the propaganda tower speaker. And ACM's there in position, so this game is looking pretty damn good here for Herb. But at the same time, Airfield and the Strat Center, so we will have the Alpha Aurora.
Not too much of a huge commitment here from Herb. It really is a nice combination of econ, tech, and units, which is really hard to do to make sure you don't overinvest in anything, any one of those things. Going double supply field would have been a mistake. Not going prop center would have been a mistake, and not building units would have been a mistake. And Herb really has found the middle ground here, and Size isn't able to attack into it.
Doesn't have any way to clear this garrison out. There's only ranges, however, so the Overlord could probably just destroy it. Gatling Cannon will actually clear through it as well. Strat Center's been completed now. Search and Destroy is available. MP Patriot on the right side. So is the Oil Cap too. I mean, the Patriot's going to be behind the Old Derrick though.
I think we see an Oil Cap on the left as well. Yeah, Ranger snuck through earlier. We'll be going for the Cap versus Lotus. Unless Lotus can get out quicker.
Well, yeah, that or the Battle Master go for the Crush.
I think
probably both.
I think Lotus wins this.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, actually, maybe not. Oh. Good response there, but getting back in. So we have a lot of tank hunters here. The tank hunter troop crawler, one of the most dangerous kinds. Alpha Aurora going for the Overlord. Oh, and the Gatling Cannon as well.
Two for the price of one.
So how does Herb play around this? There's a lot of Patriots there too. Another one on the left side.
It's a very defensible location for Size with those MP Patriots. Mining from the middle, I'm guessing, and having GAT support is probably the best way. Spread out GAT support would be the best way to deal with these Alpha Auroras. Garrisons aren't going to last long against flash Vs, or even just Vs full of rocket troops that can destroy them.
Oh, our bunkers get taken out. by the first bomb
See-
of the Aurora, so then the second bomb takes out the infantry inside of it.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a good trade.
No, it wasn't, because an Alpha Aurora went down machine, and even if these Alpha Auroras say they get one Gat and some infantry, not a cost-efficient trade.
Yeah, it's all about how much can the Alpha Aurora kill. New cannon setting up as well. A bold move against those Alpha Auroras, but actually, ooh, gets 3 of those Humvees. Make it rain, boys.
That's the cash money swag shot,
Man.
and Nuke Cannon has played itself off.
It's been a long time since I've seen nuke cannons actually work, and it is very refreshing to see, because I love them so much, and we either see players not build them, or when they do build them, they just kind of fail. But working very well, which makes me happy face.
Alpha Auroras cannot hit Nuke Battle Masters on the run. Much too fast. Not a good idea. Would not recommend.
Unless you manually aim it, of course. But going to be capping up this all, Derek. The Ranger wasn't dealt with, and there's only... what, a tank hunter
I'm pretty
inside
sure
of
it's
that?
just a tank
Herb
hunter.
has a lot of cash, five grand. What's he going for?
He's throwing down the CC Now machine, so maybe investing dozer time there. I'm not sure if he lost the dozer. No, it hasn't seemed to, but the dozers are busy, so not going for any more production structures, at least at the moment. Probably be adding on some more stuff soon. The combined Alpha Aurora strikes are a nice move from Size. Will enable him to much more easily deal with spread out anti-air.
Yeah, I'm surprised Herb didn't go a little bit more aggressive. Since he killed all those Humvees, he could have moved the Gats out. As long as the Gatling tanks are moving, then the Alpha Auroras aren't gonna survive. But if they're just staying still, Herb still is mining. But the fact that both these oils are ticking in favor of Size, and he must be going for either the particle cannon or the drop zones eventually.
Alpha Auroras, bro.
Yeah, they're Look, do you think people will get mad if I say they're OP?
Well, look, I
Probably.
mean, there might be a couple of people, but it doesn't mean you'd be wrong in saying that they are OP machine. There are reason things are nerfed.
Vector gunship as well.
Supply's a good choice. Where's the...
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Where's the MLG Pro... use the, focus the Spectre on the edge
Oh,
where
everything is just blowing up.
where the Spectre kills the trucks and the supply center while they're trying to mine.
Well, this isn't MLG.
Ah.
Gotta remember that.
Okay.
This
this
is just
isn't on
played.
console, is it? This is on...
Yeah.
My bad.
It's not sponsored by Turtle Beach.
Okay, right. Okay, no worries. This is on
that
PC.
Dragon Tank
PC
sure
game.
isn't. Oh. ECM's like, man, I can't carry the bad teammates.
And Dragon Tank's doing his job. He's firewalling, he's killing infantry. The ECM is deflecting rockets.
Blame the
they're
jungler,
certainly
bro.
not doing anything wrong with in terms of their roles. Yeah, I can bet that's what the rest of the Chinese army is like, man, supply trucks, why you fail us? What's going on?
Still, the oil derricks haven't been contested.
They
And
haven't-
GG.
no GGs.
Oh man, that's how do you deal with that? I mean, last game I think Size. No, it was Herb that won last game.
Yeah.
Who was? Wait. So it was the
They both won as
USA's
USA.
that won both
Yes.
times, right? Even though last game Size almost won because of the Helix play.
Yes.
And that was him getting lucky, because the power plant went
Yeah.
down. Well, there wasn't power for particle cannon. In that situation, I mean, I just don't understand. Maybe someone will point it out to me in the comments. But why are the Chinas playing so defensively against super weapon generals? If you just spam a lot, that's what we normally see. We normally see
do, yeah.
double factory Gatling tank spam. And I mean, maybe it's just because the Chinas, like both Size and Herb, when they're playing China, are expecting there to be a whole bunch of EMP Patriots, in which case the Gatling tanks get shut down. But I think you can always maneuver around, at least in the middle of TD. There's a lot of room to move around there. And then Herb, he had a good time. He killed those 3 Gatling. He could have pushed out with a bunch of... He killed the Humvees, could have pushed out with the Gatling tanks. And then if he's in open territory, if the Gatlings are moving around, then the Alpha Auroras aren't really that much of a threat.
I mean,
But
the additional infantry push almost worked.
Yeah.
It's just the flashbang tech was on time for Size, and he managed to counter it fairly well.
oh
so
yeah, that's true. I guess that's why they
Yeah.
play the bunker flanks,
Just
is
you-
because
yeah.
then if you don't have the bunkers on the flanks,
You lose
then...
to a V. You lose all
Yeah,
the supply
that's
trucks
right.
to 1V with
Yeah.
with a Hellfire drone. So
But even after that,
Yeah, I guess you have to
Herb, he
end the
teched.
game before Alpha Auroras.
The early game push was fantastic.
Yeah.
But then, rather than just going Gatling tank spam to follow that up, yeah, he went tech and eco, which against super weapon is just Alpha Aurora's OP, man.
Yeah, they're pretty strong. Ugh.
Yeah, all right.
So one-shot bunkers and then kill the infantry, that's just it's just insulting. That hurts me.
Yeah.
On a personal level, that hurts me.
It's a very janky balance because early game super weapon general kind of sucks because your Humvees are expensive and your ambo too, and your air units cost more. But then if you survive that early game, just EMP Patriots plus Alpha Aurora against GLA is not too bad because you just terror attack the EMP Patriots. It's not a big deal. And you know, you can be a lot more aggressive with quads and tunnels. I guess China, like, oh man.
More difficult. Much more
Yeah.
difficult. Anyway, GG.
GG, yeah, GG. That'll be 1-1 now the series is, of course. So let's see what our third game is. Hopefully a little bit more balanced of a matchup. I mean, I say that, but, you know, there are plenty of other games where China's good as wreck super weapon just by being aggressive, I think. But anyway.
Interesting game. The infantry like kinda works. I can see it working against a worse player.
Do you have to
Like-
battle now, or are you good for one more?
Oh yeah, I'm good for another one. Yeah.
Alright,
Why not?
sweet.
Yeah.
Blake has a very early bedtime now.
I do have a very early bedtime, so yeah. My mummy says I'm not allowed to stay up past a set time. No, I'm doing a course at the moment. I have to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, so
Rip.
rip.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and that's it's not a general's gentleman time to wake up, isn't machine? That's
Look,
the way I like to look at it.
I disapprove of it, Blake.
Yes.
I find that very offensive.
I go to the course and I'm like, you guys have to get up at 6 a.m. and
As
I'm
a-
Archon Hawker, the general's gentleman. Do you understand what that means?
As a gamer, as a YouTuber, getting up at 6 a.m. is just... Don't do it, man. It's not good for you.
It's not cool.
Just kidding. It's actually really good for you, but you know.
You don't have a good time, though.
Yeah.
You certainly don't have a good time. We, however, will hopefully have a good time in this game. It will be size as our China
Nuke again.
nuke.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, right.
And I missed 2 Herbers. So this is random. So how this works, you should be familiar with this by now. Is it's random, and then the players they swap over. So then you have it's a fair way of doing it because then sure you'll have you'll have unbalanced matchups, but because you're both playing it kind of evens out. But
I don't think we can say unbalanced matchup since Rage won that game on Sand Serpent as China Vanilla. So.
didn't they both though? Didn't whoever was
Yeah,
versing
no, that was
size?
right. Yeah, okay,
They
yeah. Must
both
have been.
won.
They both won as China
Vanilla versus
yeah.
Air Force, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, maybe not the most unbalanced. I'd probably say GLA Toxin versus China Infantry, China Vanilla, I mean, or Air Force versus Super Weapon. This is going off of. I can't remember who made this, but someone made a chart of all of the win ratios, and at the lowest was GLA Toxin versus China Vanilla, and it was Air Force versus Super Weapon, I think. Either way, so Herb's gonna be very aggressive with his Humvee. Size has the third supply very early on. No, not a third supply even, just the forward supply. Loses his dozer and the supply. There's a tower there, but it's behind the supply center, so we won't defend him this time around.
Useless civilian building machine. These have a lot of room to move on Gorge Drought.
There actually was this forward tower here as well, and the Gatling tank has shown up, so he should be able to keep this supply alive. Trucks won't be crushing the missile defenders, but doesn't actually need to. He probably just kill this. Even with the laser lock already completed, he should be able to kill that missile defender in time. He's not doing anything. He's not using his truck here. What's he doing? Microing this battle down here?
Yeah, probably must be here. And the V is still continuously kiting. One truck's going to be sniped down. The Gap managing to clean up the rest of it. Yeah, a lot of micro going on here from Herb. And it's a back barracks, but I hope the Humvee doesn't see this machine. I'm pretty sure it will.
I mean, he's walled himself in, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if
You
Humvee
sure?
can... I don't know. Maybe it'll slip through here. I'm not sure how the terrain works. Maybe he can slip through.
I thought, yeah, I was under the impression the idea behind the barracks was just red guard spawn really close to the oil derrick, and so the defending units, but yeah, maybe not. Herb still running around with the Vs though.
Going for oil cat. What's Herb doing? He's got 5 bases being built. No cap of his own just yet. Humvees v Gas out in the open. This is a great map for the USA. At the same time though, well, never mind that. One Humvee gets sniped down. At the same time, USA are very vulnerable because you can get the Gatling and the quad harassment over the cliffs here, and then just snipe down the Chinooks over the ridge. So it's open, so Humvees do well, but the Chinooks are quite exposed.
Yeah, side spotting in is our China nuke here. Clearly, all of these trucks being sniped down. Size. Unfortunately, not on 3 suppliers like Jono was against me. So, sniping trucks is going to matter here and certainly will break up the mining.
He's on 2 oils, though. Going for his third supply now, but
yeah.
this Dozer's pretty exposed. Looks like the infantry there to collapse the Humvees. Oh, the ammo goes for some crushes.
I think it's the one.
Again, he's just not microing this infantry. Yeah, well, only one was crushed. See if he gets more of them.
Such rocket resistance. Very vehicle. But the Humvee will be cleaned up if he stays inside this engagement with the tank hunters. Oh, this is so close. Oh, the Vet 2 pops. And the repair drone. We get to see it, Machine. We get to see the dream.
Wow.
The Vet 2 repair drone ambulance V. Unstoppable. Completely uncounterable in Command and Conquer.
New OP, man.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? The dream might be over and this is... Man!
Oh!
The repair drone saves it!
Ah, so the repair drone doesn't actually only heal its host vehicle. I didn't know that. It can heal anything.
The ambopopter
did as well.
Oh,
it did, right.
Yeah, the ambopopter repair drone.
Never mind then.
Yes, yeah.
The other repair drone is killing the tank hunters, which can actually attack the drone in response, but not doing it. Either way here, bit of a push in the middle. A troop crawler and a Gatling tank, but the Humvee's cleaning this up, so he should be okay.
Yeah, main thing is the GAT going to be going down. We haven't seen a lot of GAT harassment coming in here from Size. He's been very contained during the game. There's the search and destroy as well, making these V armies even more potent.
RD platforms being completed as well. Going for the garage would be worth capping too.
It's the dozer down machine. Size now out of dozers with no command center unless the dozer sneaky built it while I wasn't watching, and I very much doubt that.
But until we have ECMs come out, it's going to be a little bit hard for just the infantry and Gatling tanks to deal with these Humvees.
Haha! Red guard everywhere all of a sudden. Yeah, it's just a lot of infantry. All this is going to take is kiting from Herb. It's not going to be difficult.
But Size can just spam out so much units because he's got 3 supplies, 2 oils. Where's this dozer though? Needs to get a command center out.
He doesn't have a dozer.
Did he lose it?
I was saying, he
oh,
lost
sorry.
It. Yeah,
when did he lose it?
Next to the forward supply. He lost the dozer.
Wow.
So that was the problem.
So it's probably going to be floating up resources then, because they only got what, 1 factory and two factories.
2 factories.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
So he's fine
and a
for red guard production, courtesy of these troop crawlers. However, we'll no longer be able to get out. Oh yeah, I mean you can even get out tank hunters via outposts, so it's not really a big deal.
Well, there's a barracks anyway.
Oh no!
The dream technical
The dream V goes down. I'm very disappointed. Could be another power snipe here, but Burton will show up in the nick of time and make sure the power plant stays alive. What else is Heb going for here?
More fire bases.
Yeah.
So, Size really needs mines because the Humvees can just the Burton can destroy those buildings and you can't rebuild those. There's no dozer, so mine's gonna be really important here. He knows that the strat center is being completed because Search and Destroy has been on the field for a while. And let's see if Burton reveals himself. He does. So then Herb's probably Size is probably thinking, oh dear, I need mines now.
Oh bother.
But at the same time, there's Humvees there anyway, so that's not his biggest concern. A big push up the left side, but there is a fire base there.
Flashbangs and fire base machine makes life very difficult for Size trying to push through this. Burton balled out hard there.
There goes the supply.
Flash V's defenders, even at this stage.
Wow.
Yeah, well, pops right on top of the fire base. That's actually a very nice play.
Goes to the power plant.
Managing to get it down in time.
Been building another one though.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an all or nothing push, I feel, from Size. He's kind of, grouping up massive infantry armies. I don't think he tries to play this one out. Eventually, support powers are going to come in. He's going to start losing his base. He just has to go for the engagement.
GG.
No, GG. GG.
We can stop casting this game right
GG.
now.
Yeah, okay, no worries, guys. Thanks for
there is a Pathfinder.
tuning in. We appreciate you watching our content.
One Pathfinder exists,
Yeah.
and this isn't going to be funny at all.
No. You heard another thing that's OP? 1.4 Pathfinders.
Yeah.
Because why shouldn't you be a Jarman inside of a V?
For the great cost of 600.
You can win the game.
No.
This is brutal.
GG.
Fire bases, flashbangs, and Pathfinders. You gotta hand it to Herb. It's the perfect counter, but it's pretty brutal.
Oof. So that's what, 2-1 in Herb's favour?
I believe so.
He's doing pretty well for himself, isn't he?
Yes. By pretty well you mean one ahead, then yes, he is.
Well, against
doing very
size,
well. Yeah,
I mean, Herb
true,
is,
yeah.
it was size and in Rager players that have a very big reputation, and then Herb is, he's not phased. He's doing fine. So we'll move on to our next game now, and I forgot to make sure our webcam was aligned correctly. So we'll do that now. Make sure it's all crystal clear. That production quality.
That's what you're after.
We've got to be AAA here.
Yeah, you certainly do.
None of this.
You're gonna add that into our company policies
in my bedroom thing. We're a studio, right?
Yeah,
right?
Totally. Yes, Gentlemen HQ. That's what we're all about.
Cool. All right. Well, is that going to be it for tonight then?
Well, would you like to do the fourth game?
We'll do the fourth one. I'm just thinking if we should do the sign off or not.
Yeah.
No.
I
that's
think
cool.
we should do a fourth game and then.
Yeah. Then. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right.
Let's do a
See you next
game.
game.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you.
Here we go. This is going to be good.
It's a good question. It is a good question. And it's really important because it tells me what kind of a person you are. Do you build your power plant first, or do you start the construction of your second dozer first? What do you do first?
I mean, because I use hotkeys, so I just go A for dozer, click A power plant, click. Because you got to remember, don't you have? Do you have the command center selected by default?
I don't think you do, and that's what I was thinking. I mean, I think that's a...
Actually, I can't even remember. I'm going to have to play a game just to know what I do.
Just to know whether you spawn with the See, I build my power plant, and then I build my dozer. Personally, that's what I do, but I don't know if that's the best option.
Actually, I don't know if I don't know.
I haven't really broken it down. I was just interested because we got into the start of the game. I see the dozer start construction of the power plant, and I'm pretty sure Size went for the power plant first, whereas Herb went for the dozer first and then built the power plant. It's a cool distinction, and I would like to know what you do.
It says a lot about their personality.
It really does. You actually should comment below. I am legitimately interested what you decide to go for first. And if you're a filthy GLA player, don't even bother.
We need to make a Google Doc, so like a form, so we can get the numbers and percentages and such, so we can compare them.
I'm super down for that. So
I'll probably forget though. That's more a joke. I won't actually do that, but do comment. It'll be interesting.
Very cool. So Herb will be the faction switched China nuke up the top of what are we on? We're on
Homeland Rocks.
Homeland Rocks. Yeah, I think I said Gorge Drought one of the games, but no, it's Homeland Rocks. So
okay.
I got confused because we've been casting so much Gorge Drought, but yeah, we're on Homeland Rocks.
Well, it's my fault he didn't correct you because whenever one of us is something stupid, which happens a lot, it does fall upon the other person to say, hey,
certainly,
you're an idiot.
You're wrong.
Very aggressive here, going to beat the tank hunters to their bunker, and that dozer does get sniped. A nice early win there for Size, and the Humvee backs away once he gets wind of the Nuke Battle Masters.
And Herb has a flashback to sniping down both of Size's dozers in the previous game. Wants to make sure he's as nice and safe.
I don't know if this is a safe spot though, because they're both on the back of the map. And especially given that these are the Chinooks, I guess he's versing a China, so he's fine. There's no way that the China can snipe those down.
No, really, it's pretty doubtful. Unless it was
an outpost or something.
Or a Helix Rush.
Yeah.
Helix Rush could have cleaned them both up, but I mean, everything is indeed counterable. V Army rolling out here from Size. Where's Herb's dozer? Where'd he decide to go?
Wow, that was
in the
a
middle of
very
everything.
quick propaganda center. It does, however, get the Lotus.
Has been revealed
The
by the spy drone.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have the Propaganda Overlord alongside the ECM.
Wow, beautiful play by Size. This is going to be such a pain to try and deal with when it comes to using these new Battle Masters.
The positioning of the Propaganda Center. Let's see if he loses any Humvees. No, he doesn't even lose any Humvees at all. He gets the Propaganda Center down. So...
that will stop ECM and Overlord production. All of a sudden, Herb's in a terrible position.
I don't know about that positioning, because if he just put the Propaganda Center here, then he would have been okay. And the Lotus, doesn't get the Oil Derrick either. And the Overlord's in position, though. Let's see if the Lotus gets sniped down. Laser locking down. The ECM's nowhere to be found. Good crushes, though, with the Nuke Battlemaster. And the Overlord survives, has the Gatling Cannon unlocked.
They're going to collapse in on this one, and it will be the only Overlord we see, at least for this period of the game. Could be the War Factory being sniped as well. This is brutal play.
However, going to be flanking with the other Overlord and the ECMs.
Managed to find a shutdown on one of the Vs here. I'd say that the main thing is sniping down this War Factory and stopping production.
Yeah,
machine.
the Humvees won't escape. Yeah, actually, he's trying to escape here. I think this is a big mistake. What he should have done is just accepted his fate and gone for the War Factory.
Yeah, it's a big misplay, actually.
Because he might even get it, too, if this Overlord, Battle Master micro isn't on point. Yeah, that was a big misplay there. But either way, good attack overall from Size. He got a lot of damage done.
A nice cleanup from Herb. He ended up playing that run really nicely. Dude, feel the chemical suits.
Yeah, as chem suits, so...
zip them up, put them on.
Won't take the damage from the radiation. You still take the detonation damage, though, I'm pretty sure. But you won't take the radiation, which...
Yeah.
Against Battle Masters and Overlords, when you have just mass infantry or even Humvees, which are quite weak, then that certainly helps. It's worth getting. I don't think it's a very expensive upgrade either. But there's going to be 2 Overlords, ECM, Battle Masters, and a GAT mixed in.
Not a bad composition here, Machine.
There's no isotope, so a Battle Master could detonate the ECM, which would then leave the Overlords quite vulnerable. It's probably the biggest threat.
It's good micro. I forget how devastating a single missile defender with laser lock can be.
Yeah. Eventually, the Battle Master will go down here, or just the ECM.
Yeah, anything will. The deflection will eventually hit.
Nope. They're still alive.
Damn.
Lotus is in position for a disable. Gatling Cannon will reveal, though. Yeah, there we go. See, now the Battle Master got detonated, took out the ECM. Surprised Lotus didn't go for a disable there, but going for the Old Derrick instead.
Yeah, probably might be a better choice.
The Lotus obviously can't disable his own Overlord.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
I was kind of confused, Machine, but you know, I just roll with what you say. Herb has another propaganda center up, and I'm pretty sure it's right next to his Gatling cannon, which you would think would be a good thing, but if we flick over to it on the right-hand side, look how far forward the propaganda center actually is. Further up.
Yeah.
He's next to the Gatling cannon, and sure, that's great, but it's also very snipeable.
Just through his army, as I suppose. One of the Humvees actually sneaks through here and gets shut down.
Doesn't take down the War Factory either.
Did he lose a dose? Oh no, it is. It's over there.
Okay. Yeah. It probably bailed when it saw the Humvee army coming in. Really can't afford to lose it until the CC finishes. Is the dozer being kited? Because there are missile defenders on the way. Oh no. Oh no.
Wow.
Machine, I see a problem.
Uh-oh.
Machine, I see a problem.
You know what they say? Safety Sam. Spot the hazard, assess the risk, and make the change.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Herb not quite doing that and loses his dozer, and I don't know if it's his last dozer or not. Oh no, it was.
Yeah, it was
of
the
course.
last dozer, yeah.
He lost his first dozer very early on, so... Oh man, he's out of his dozer now. He has a Lotus though. Still hasn't actually capped that back Oil Derrick. He hasn't got the garage either.
Lotus was very indecisive. She seems to want to cap something and then stops, and then tries to cap something else and stops. She's only managed an Oil Derrick, and she's been alive for at least a few minutes. Yes. It's a weird game when you talk about efficiency, Zero. It's like, oh, Lotus hasn't capped 5 buildings in 3 minutes. Terrible productivity. Fire at once.
3 minutes is being generous
Yeah.
too. Which time and how long it would take to cap all 3 tech structures?
Yeah.
Probably would be about, not 45 seconds. And going for the power plant. Meanwhile, the Chinooks are going for the left supply. Supply is already there. I don't know why he sent both of them, because now there's 3 Chinooks. Maybe
He's
that's
probably
why
out
he
of
mined out.
supplies, so yeah.
And Overlords are pushing up with the ECMs and the support of the Lotus. Old Derrick hasn't been capped for size either, and the Humvees are not going to be engaging this. A lot of tank hunters too.
Maybe he's going for the trade because he has a dozer. That could be the intention here, Machine. It could work out.
ECMs, where you at? Where are you at? Lack of a
Where
wombo
you at?
combo.
Wombo combo. Alright, the V's are going. The V's are engaging, Machine. That's the really important part. How much of the base can they take down before Size responds? Because he can no longer construct any structures. However, Size can stall things out with scaffolds and this base he has on the left-hand side. This could be a bad or a good move. I'm really not sure.
Maybe it would have been worth the Dozer getting a laser Patriot down here.
Herb needs to respond. He's taken out the majority of the production. He needs to pull everything back and defend his base.
Colonel Burton's there as well. So this is turning into be a very strange game, but gotta remember, Herb can't rebuild any structures. He's gonna lose the game just to the buildings. Oh, the truck gets almost one dozer, and Sides can just keep plonking down scaffolds. So
Pretty sure that's GG.
the base race isn't really a fair fight if you cannot build structures, and your opponent obviously can.
It's actually a very intelligent move, and it will win Size the game.
I didn't realize that. That was smart. He may have killed the overlords. He may have been able to, but maybe he wouldn't have. But either way, it was a pretty guaranteed base race because he just couldn't build structures.
Yeah, it was baller because he had to make the decision, not really knowing what Herb had at home. It could have been more than the V's could deal with, in which case he would lose his base for nothing. But I feel as if he made the right choice. Seeing the army from Herb, that amount of V's, considering the ECMs, I'm pretty sure the V's wouldn't have done anything. So it wouldn't be able to hold off.
And there was a Lotus, and there was also about 8 or 10 tank hunters.
Yeah.
So most likely the Humvees would have got crushed unless the micro was on point and the ECMs were out of position. So we're going to leave our casting for tonight, but we will have definitely the rest of the series coming up as well. So we will return in a separate video. We'll probably just post this in 2 or 3 videos. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the series. This has actually been a great series so far. This has been very interesting.
Yeah, 2-2.
Yeah, they've been close games, but they've also been very strategic games, which is what we enjoy casting the most, I would say, is when the games involve a lot of different strategies. So we'll return and see how this series wraps up. We will also have a fair bit of the World Series games to eventually do. We're often a little bit late when it comes to our casting. Some of the reasons being timing up our schedules combined with uploading everything and rendering things.
Difficult. I am very, very busy at the moment in terms of what I'm up to, so it's quite difficult to sort out casting and whenever the hell we want schedule, I suppose you could say. So, yeah.
Like the other video, the Zero video we did recently, the Dustin Rhodes versus Cassard video, I had to re-upload that, and it took me 20 hours to upload both times. So, we try our best to get things on time, but it's there are reasons that make it difficult for us in Australia as a duo with bad internet. But either way, we do maintain our best to post a video every day, since it is our full-time job now, mine at least. So thanks for watching. As always, a big thanks to our Patreon backers, and if you want to help see the channel grow and maintain the schedule rather than me getting a job or something and going back to only posting a bit less frequently, then do please consider a backing on Patreon. You can get a bunch of rewards, like get your replay casted, we can give you some advice, you can get a shirt sent out, all that good stuff. So other than that, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.